Hey, Sigma! Are you insane? Why the hell did you choose Ally? That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already. Then she let the system vote Ally for her?
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Yeah. Let's go have a look.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Yeah, that means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave? You sure? Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark. Luna.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates.
All right, Quark comes first. Let's go. Sigma, there's something I want to ask you. There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct? Take a look. See the lock? Yeah. There's only one person who could have opened it. All right, let's head in. I think they're treatment pods of some sort. One of them is lit up. The glass is all fogged up. I can't really see inside. Yeah. This is it. Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure. What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too? Think about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay. There's a good chance Luna killed all of them. Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh? And what's that the same number as? Where did we find the old woman's corpse? And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted. Exactly. She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice. She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive. But look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here. The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Damn. Don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it. You ready? Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here! No! You don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma! Listen to me! You can't do this!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history? I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time. Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps? Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning. Why do you think so? Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her? Then why are you so sure? What?
Alright, fine. You caught me, I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen? Isn't that against the rules? What do you mean?
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone. There won't be anyone left. I'd rather die here.
Sigma, I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine? What? Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. Sigma. You were right. I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right. Well, first, yes, Dio did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it. Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here. Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come. In a way. Because his presence was an important part of Zero's project. I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever. Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in. To make sure Zero's project failed, his first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms. Counting from the left in their original placement. Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up. Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either. Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me. Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in. Because I was ordered to.
Luna, listen to me very carefully. As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours. This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes, our plan dictates that I must. An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command and you do as I say. You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
Yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter, the 6th AB room.
But why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB room. You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake. So I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility. Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two. Yes. No. She did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from. Yes. Yes. We worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose technically my orders came from both of them. And they were both controlling Zero Jr. too. I told you before that Zero Jr. moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will. They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me. Then maybe they wanted the opposite. Maybe they wanted you to suspect me. You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me. Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room. Yes, I think so. Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes. Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed. Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions. Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course. While we were fighting over it, You mean because I'm a golem? One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players, a human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die. No, collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again. He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders too. So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me. When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED. Yes. Correct. Yes. She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio. Yes. I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past. Yes. I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing. But he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do. He seemed pretty surprised to find my body. It didn't take him long to get over it, though. He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo. Yeah, but he couldn't find it. Yes, but there was something else he wanted to do too. He was there to take the knife. Moving it was gruesome. No, I don't think so. I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman. Do you remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade. Yes. It's the name of the organization he belongs to. I don't think so. I don't really know. I'm afraid not. Yes. I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side. May I continue? toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you? The fuck do you think you're doing? Dio, what the hell are you doing? None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this? How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
No. Nothing so tasteless.
Well, what are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close, give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors. So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio. Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point. Unfortunately for Clover and Tenmyoji, time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil. Yes, almost immediately they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand. Yes. As for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened. Yes. After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful. Right. That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions? Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket. I told him where it was. Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji? Right after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji. The center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word. Yes. Right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying. Yes. The display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment he looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it. I took it off. Aluminum foil. Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets you have on that.
Yes. All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet. Yes. Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod. Oh, that's easy. I put him there. Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay. Yes. No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery. That's right. Tell you what. To play the nonary game. That was part of the project. Because she was infected with Radical 6. Zero Senior and the old woman did that. It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed. Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally killed me. I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place. Yes. I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth. Yes. So that he could pose as one of the participants. To disrupt the project. The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail. Sigma. Would you hug me? This feels nice. I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber. But after Clover gave me the tubocurarine... Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem. Just a machine. A jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real. You believed in me this whole time. Even though I look like this? Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up. I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier? About if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it. Yes, that was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was? If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji. Then Kei and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself, and I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders. But I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted. Yes, very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer. I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this. Thank you. I'm really glad I met you. I'm sorry. My time's up. At least I get to die in your arms. Thank Thank you, Sigma. And goodbye, Doctor.